that recognition, that's it. Like that is the crux. And that's what you see through meditation. But like people underestimate that side, like the mentality side of it, like the in immeasurable side of it. And they overhype like the measurable side where your brain, whatever part of the brain is like getting bigger, or the stress side of the brain's getting smaller. And it's like, yeah, but if you go right back to the mentality, maybe for those 10 minutes, it got a little smaller, then it just keeps getting bigger like the rest of the day. So yeah, it's interesting to see that, especially in our culture.
Yeah, well, that's what my Sifu used to call the inside job, right? Like you do the movements physically, but it's what you're thinking and what the state of mind you're embodying that really alters what the movement does, right? It's saying like if somebody's afraid and they go to throw a punch, that punch is going to be tense. Like it's going to be super tense, and if you grab that person's wrist and just give it a tug, they go for a pretty good jump for sure, because they're tense, they're locked right up. Whereas if they're not afraid and they throw a punch, it's nice and loose. You grab it, nothing happens, right? It doesn't help you at all. And so again, it comes down to sensitivity. It comes down to just recognizing that the state of mind that you are doing the thing in is more important than the thing that you are doing. At the end of the day, I've enjoyed so many jobs of just doing monotonous labor because I didn't have to put any thought into the labor itself. Right? I was just going through the motions of the labor, watching my thoughts try to process my part in the labor, and then just disregarding those thoughts so I could just keep getting deeper and deeper into the labor. But like you said, it's just like the story of the guy who goes up the mountain to get enlightened, comes down, talk to one person, and goes back up the mountain, right? If you're not facing it in your day-to-day life, if you're not looking at your frustrations as an opportunity to see where you're still holding on to things that are causing conflict, then you're always going to run back to meditation, and you're always going to end up feeling like you're not meditating enough. It's always going to feel like that, because you can't meditate 24 hours a day to the point of never being in conflict with reality. What you can do is recognize that in a state of awareness, that is what we are practicing in meditation, you can diminish the amount of conflict that you are experiencing and causing for yourself. That's really all it's about, though, is just recognizing that awareness in the moment, without overcommitment to a narrative based on your preferences and fears, is the best thing that you can do for not just your life, but everybody else's as well.